Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the latest edition of the Terrible Towel pregame, where I give my keys to victory to the upcoming opponent, which we know this is a big one this coming week, guys. And I told you guys I would keep my word and I would bring you this video. We're talking about the New England Patriots. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the New England Patriots. The Steelers are actually 11-2 right now, sitting in the top seed, with the New England Patriots losing to the Miami Dolphins, a divisional opponent, so you know that can happen sometimes. Tom Brady has struggled against Miami in Miami, and they lose. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know, now that these guys are coming in 10-3, they're a little pissed off. I'm pretty sure they was 0 for 11, if I'm not mistaken, or 0 for 10 on third down conversions. I'm pretty sure Tom Brady is not happy about that. Bill Belichick is not happy about that. Gronkowski was not in that game. And also, let's not forget, this is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and this could determine the road to the Super Bowl. You know, if you assume that these are the top teams in the AFC, the Patriots are going to come ready to play, all right? So here's my keys to victory. First and foremost, let's talk about offense. Offensively, the Steelers need to start fast. They need to start fast, do like they've been doing in the last couple weeks. You know, you see what we were able to do against the Ravens defense, which was very surprising to me. Spread the ball around, come out in some, wide sets, 5 wide, maybe 4 receiver sets, 1 running back. Spread them out a little bit. Try to establish the run. I think you'll have a better opportunity to run the ball against the Patriots. I've been saying all year the Patriots defense is really not that good. They've come up with stops when they've needed to. Brady has been able to get enough points on the board, of course, and a lot of times, if you do that, your defense will make a play or two when it's important, get guys off the field. Patriots have done that. But what we cannot forget, the Patriots can be scored on. They do have what you would expect to be a nice secondary, but these guys can be had as well. Butler is solid. Gilmore is not having a year that you would have expected, but they got McCourty in the back as well, and I can't remember some of their other defenders back there as far as the secondary, but these guys are not bums or anything like that, but they can be scored on. Let's not forget, Deshaun Watson almost got a win against them, putting up, I want to say, 30 points? I think it was 30 points, because I think that game was 33-30, something like that, right? They were able to win in the last second. Then you have Carolina go into New England. They put up 33 points on them. And then you look at what Miami was able to do. Jay Cutler moving the ball with consistency. So this is possible. You would assume the Steelers, with the weapons that our team has, we should be able to get some points off against that defense, especially the way Ben Roethlisberger has been playing. So first thing you want to do, man, is start fast, spread them out, get the, preferred matchups that you want to get, drive down the field, get points on the board early and often. We're going to definitely need to put ourselves in a position where we're scoring with them, because you assume that it's going to be a tough outing for our defense. So again, offensively, the keys to victory would be start fast, but not only start fast, I would say focus more on the run game in this game. And the reason why is, of course, Bill Belichick is known for taking away your number one option. Well, look at how many weapons the Steelers have. Of course, they're going to want to take away Antonio Brown. So if you can get Le'Veon Bell going, then you got something. You get Le'Veon Bell going, you get some play action working off of that, and then you might open up more opportunities for Antonio Brown. But outside of that, you still got Martavis Bryant. You still will have Juju Smith-Schuster, even though I know he's nursing a hammy. Hopefully he's ready to go. A lot of weapons. You get the tight ends involved like you did against the Ravens. You got a shot. It might be a duel between Brady and Roethlisberger. So we need to make sure offensively we're getting points early and often. But like I said, I think it starts with the run game. Get the run game going, and then again, get some sets where you're doing 5 wide, get some no huddle going. I think you'll be able to do that against the Patriots defense, especially, again, look at what Miami did. They were mixing up formations and, getting motion going. Mimic some of that stuff, and I think you'll be okay offensively. Now, here comes the defense. Now, the New England Patriots are not a running team, but they will run the ball. They're good with exposing your weakness. Where's the weakness on the Pittsburgh Steelers team right now? Obviously, the middle, without a Ryan Shazier. We still got to figure out who's going to be the guy or guys that can at least help out in that area. So they may try to run the ball a little bit. Also, the safeties are going to have to come up big in this game. Let's remember, Rob Gronkowski. Gronkowski didn't play in the AFC Championship game last year. Okay? Gronkowski is going to be somebody we need to account for. Now, when we played the Patriots last year in Pittsburgh with Landry Jones at quarterback, it was a relatively close game. We held Gronkowski down for maybe the first 3.5 quarters. And then, of course, Tom Brady's able to find him on a deep shot, burns Robert Golden for the touchdown. We can't allow that to happen. What we're going to have to do defensively is, try to keep Gronkowski in check. You're not going to be able to stop Gronk. I just don't believe that's going to happen. But, minimize his effectiveness. Don't allow any splash plays. He's going to get his catches. He may even get some yards, but you cannot allow chunk plays down the middle of the field. So I think the safeties are going to be big. I think we might even see Sean Davis matched up on him quite a bit, because I don't trust any of the linebackers, at this point against Gronkowski. There's no speed there. There's no Ryan Shazier there that can at least, compensate for maybe the deficiency if he has any in coverage with the speed. We don't have that. All right, so we're definitely going to have to focus on finding a way to minimize Gronk. Going to have to keep an eye on Brandon Cooks. So you're going to have to keep somebody over the top, to help out Artie Burns and or Cody Sensabaugh, which I think he's injured. So now we're talking about, is Joe Haden going to play? It's a game time decision. If Haden plays, helps out. But at the same time, guys, he's coming off an injury. So we can't go beating our chests on that either. I think Haden will help. But the man is coming off an injury. He hasn't played for several weeks, and hey, we'll have to see. But if he's out there, I think Haden and Artie Burns give us a better shot. Outside of that, you're looking at Cam Sutton possibly having to go against Tom Brady as a rookie and only played, 2 or 3 games and haven't even played a full game. We got some issues on defense. As far as pressure, we need to make sure we're getting pressure up the middle. You take a look at Tom Brady, man, he doesn't really like pressure in his face, up the middle. The edges, he's still crafty. He's a crafty veteran. He can still make some moves here and there, little side steps. He's good at that. Good pocket awareness. He can avoid the outside pressure, but the middle is where I think we will be able to get him in some tough situations. Because Brady is not what he used to be as far as, he's not as fast. He never was fast, but he's not as fast with escaping the pocket anymore. Very quickly, he dumps the ball down. When there's pressure in his face, he throws it away, throws it in the dirt or what have you. We need to try to force some of those situations. We didn't have Cam Hayward in the AFC Championship game last year either, so maybe he can make a difference. So, there is some hope there. But I don't know, man. I just don't know if the defense will be able to maintain, contain these guys enough. It's possible, but I don't have the confidence. Again, it's a Joe Haden coming back off an injury if he played. There's no Ryan Shazier. We can't say that our safeties have played great football, so if you get them matched up on Gronk, we don't know what's going to happen. And then we'll have to see what kind of pressure we're able to get. But that's what it's going to have to take, man. We're going to have to get pressure on Tom Brady, and I think preferably up the middle. So I'm looking for, Hargrave to make some noise, and, and our guys inside like that, Hargrave, and maybe if we go into a nickel package, whoever else is the other tackle, maybe Alu. Somebody like that. I will hope Cam and Stephon Tuitt can make some big plays as well. And you never know, man. Maybe the outside guys will make some noise. CJ Watt, with his high motor. Bud Dupree, I need to see Bud Dupree make some more splash plays, man. It's funny. I saw, I heard on the Terrible podcast that a fan called him Dud Dupree. That's messed up. So he needs to be more Stud Dupree instead of Dud Dupree, and less of Bud Dupree, because it seems like the standard Bud Dupree is not giving us enough. So I want to see Stud Dupree. But let's see if he can make it happen in this game. So again, real quick, we'll run through it one more time. Offensively, get the run game going. Their defense is suspect. We can score points on them, but I think if we control it with the run game, you're working the clock, minimize the amount of time that Brady has the ball. That's going to be a key to victory right there. Of course, if we can pass the ball on them, etc., great. But if we can get that run game going, we're managing the clock. Time of possession goes in our favor. Limit the chances that Tom Brady can make something happen. And I think that's a huge key to victory. If the run game is not there, let's get the pass game going. Spread it out. 5 wide, 4 wide, etc., etc. Find your matchups. I think we should be successful there again. I got to give credit to the Ravens defense. As good as they are, if we're able to put up 39 points on them, I have no doubt that we should be able to move the ball against the Patriots. Defensively, limit Gronkowski. Do not give up any deep shots versus Brandon Cooks with his speed. You got to be careful over the top. And we got to get some pressure on Tom Brady, man, up the middle. We can do that. I think the Steelers have a chance to win the game on Sunday. Will they win the game? I can't say that at this point. I don't know. I know a lot of people want to be overly confident. I'm being very, realistic about this. This is very well a game that Pittsburgh Steelers could lose. Let's keep it honest, guys. We're already ahead of schedule. I said we would be 6-2 in the second half. We haven't lost one yet. So there you have it. If we lose to the Patriots, it is what it is. I just want to see it be a close game. If we were to lose and it's a close game and we look competitive, it's not going to hurt as much because let's face it, our defense is troubling right now. They're just not the full package. But if we get blown out, or if it's a game that resembles the AFC Championship and they're just passing the ball all across the field, I'm not going to have good thoughts or good feeling or good confidence going into the playoffs. So this game means a whole lot whether we win or lose. How we lose will determine my feelings about the team going forward. But do they have a shot? They absolutely have a shot. Let's see if they can get it done. All right, so there you have it, guys. Those are my keys to victory. I would love to hear you guys' comments, what your thoughts are, what you think they need to do to win the game, and will they win the game, and why. All of that. I love reading that stuff, and I love commenting back to you guys as well. All right, so that's going to do it, man. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Cut the notifications on so you're fully aware of the next video. And I promise, man, it'll never hurt you to hit that like button. All right, guys. Hoping we get the job done. Can't wait for the game on Sunday. Let's see what happens. Hopefully on Tuesday, we're talking about a victory. All right, that's going to do it. Catch you guys later. Here we go, Steelers. Peace.